Welcome to 3 mindful steps and a remedy for back, bum and pain relief. Work through these mindful steps with me now and see if any of these rings true for you. The first mindful step is to reflect on how busy is your headspace. Do you always have a list of things to do? 3, 4, 5 or 6 jobs on the go all at once. You could say that you always have a lot on your mind. Have you noticed whether you frequently rub, press or fiddle with your forehead, your cheeks, your chin, your lips, your hair, your earrings? Or do you chew your lips, suck or roll your tongue frequently? You may not know the answer to this right now, but pay a bit of attention to yourself next time you're working, because these are all external signs of a lot of brain activity. Do you describe yourself as a worrier or as a control freak? If you find yourself nodding and saying, "Yes, that's me," to any of the above, then the chances are that what's going on in your head is affecting your back, your legs and your bum. And how can what's in your head affect your body? Well, that brings us to the second mindful step. How is your body responding to all of these thoughts? Do you often sit or walk around with your head down? Or do you sit or walk around with your shoulders feeling tight? Now, you may not be too sure about the answer of this until you have paid a bit of mindful attention to yourself, but these are all physical signs in your body of having a busy head. Having your head down a lot of the time causes you to lean forwards. This means your back muscles, your bum muscles, and your leg muscles are all working very hard to support the rest of your body. So it's no surprise that you get tired and that your muscles are complaining. Your third mindful step is to think about what posture you are in for a lot of your day. Do you sit down for a lot of it? And when you're sitting, are you sitting upright with your eyes focused ahead? Or are you looking down, reading, writing, or perhaps using an iPad? What happens when you're tired or bored? Do you start slumping? Do you find that you're twisting or leaning much within your job, perhaps from your chair or from standing? Is that for filing, reaching for things behind you, or for talking to your colleagues? How often do you find that you are doing it? What about driving? How long is it before you get out and walk about? And how do you get in and out of your car? Do you do it by sticking one leg out and hauling and twisting your way upright, or by swivelling round so that you can put both feet down on the ground together? Do you spend a lot of your working day standing? And if you do, are you looking downwards whilst you're standing? Do you find that you're leaning forwards onto a table or a bench in front of you, or do you start to lean in on one leg? Once again, you are creating a lot of extra work for your back, for your legs, for your bum to do, and that potentially means double the amount of trouble and creation of aches and pains. So the solution to this is to use this simple relaxation and this simple stretch to counteract your busy mind and to calm down your painful, aching, tired body. Now, these stretches, these poses that I'm going to show you are going to be done on the floor. So if you're a little bit stiff in getting down, I'll show you a technique to get down onto the floor safely. But before I do that, there are 2 things I wanted to say. The first was that doing these mindful movements is not a replacement for medical advice and diagnosis. So if you have any questions about your pain, then you should go and seek the advice of your GP. The other thing is that when you're lying on the ground, you may find it a bit more comfortable to have something supporting your head. So grab yourself a cushion or some yoga blocks, a rolled up towel or a blanket, and have them down on the floor ready to support your head if you need them. Now, to help you get down on the floor, it will be helpful for you if you have a dining room, something like a dining room chair available. Then when you're ready to kneel down, you can use this for support. So when you're ready to get down onto the floor, put your hands on the flat of the chair, drop one knee and then the other knee. Come down onto your hands and knees. And from here, it's just like you're getting into bed to lie on your side with your arm tucked underneath your pillow. So bring your knees together, drop your bottom down, lengthen your arm out, then you'll be lying on your side. And from there, it's as easy as pie to roll over onto your back. Now, keep your knees bent and just move your feet around until they're in a comfortable position that allows the whole of your lower back to relax. Now, for the upper part of your body, just check out where you're looking on the ceiling. If you're actually looking behind, your chin is lifted and it feels like the back of your neck is quite tight and uncomfortable, then this is where you need your yoga block, cushion or towel to support you. So put one of those underneath your head and you will know you are in the right position when you can look directly ahead, straight up at the ceiling. So this is the relaxation pose. Knees lifted, feet on the floor, head, neck and shoulders comfortable, and your arms resting on the floor beside you. Now, if your back is quite painful at the moment, then this might be the best position to stay in. You don't necessarily need to do the following stretch. Just stay in this position for a good 5 to 10 minutes and just allow all of your muscles to relax. It's a good place to be because the floor will support you and keep you safe and comfortable. We're now going to do a little bit of a back stretch. But first of all, I want you to pay attention to your breathing. So put one hand onto your tummy and then just breathe in and breathe out and follow what happens as you do so. Now, as you breathe in, you will probably find that your tummy rounds out and your hand lifts up. And as you breathe out, your tummy sinks down and your hand sinks down. Now, that process of breathing out starts the very subtle process of straightening your back out and beginning to stretch it. And what we can do is increase that stretch by rolling up the pubic bone, rolling up our hips up towards the rib cage. So I'll just show that to you. So I'm breathing out and then rolling the pubic bone, the hips up towards my ribs, and my back is flattening right down onto the floor. I can feel the whole of my lower back in contact with the floor. And then from there, I just let the hips, the pubic bone roll back and come back into my comfortable relaxation position. So practice that with me a few times. When you're ready to breathe out, then increase the straightening out of your back and increasing the stretch by rolling your pubic bone, your hips up towards your rib cage. So your abdominal muscles here are working by shortening up. And then when you're ready to return to your relaxation position, the abdominals relax, your pubic bone goes back, your hips go back. So let's just do that a few more times. As you practice this movement, try and make it really smooth and soft, easy and comfortable. Make the movement upwards as you tuck the pelvis up as smooth and as easy as the movement downwards when your pelvis is moving away from your ribs. Keeping your mind on the movement in your back. slowly curling up. You can feel all the vertebrae pressing down into the floor. And then as you're slowly rolling down, you can feel the lower back vertebrae lifting away from the floor. Let's just do one more time. And then the next time you come back into your relaxation position, just stay here. Just let your back muscles relax, let your legs relax, your head, neck and shoulders relax. So they're softening down into the floor, and just let the floor support you. Notice how your back feels. Notice how your mind feels. Because you've been concentrating on just one thing, the movement of your back, all of the other thoughts should have dropped away. So that should leave your mind in a calmer and quieter state of being. So if you want to, you can stay here and repeat those stretches again, or you can stay here in your relaxation pose for another 5 to 10 minutes. And then when you're ready to get up, just take one arm up above your head, roll yourself onto your side. Then you can push yourself back up into all fours. And then from there, you can get back up onto your knees and come back up to standing. So when you come out of doing your relaxation pose and your stretching, keep that calm state of mind for as long as you can. And then you'll find you're in a virtuous circle. A calm mind helps your calm body, keeps it comfortable and easy. And then when your body is feeling comfortable and easy, it's much easier to maintain a calm, comfortable mind.